your God-given gifts. And when you do, you actually make an agreement with God to become the inspired, passionate person He designed you to be. You can actually draw strength from so many people, knowing if they can do it, if they can make a fresh start, you can do it too. You can begin again, just like anybody else. Now, you all know that I'm a writer, and a lot of writers get tripped up. They get stuck by what we call writer's block. Well, I don't. I don't even believe in writer's block. Why? Because I just look at all the books on my bookshelves. In every room, I have books everywhere, right? And I draw inspiration from the writers all around me. If they could do it, I can do it too. As you make your fresh start, be sure to focus. Focus your vision on your future self. Also, be sure to surround yourself with people who love you, people who lift you up, not push you down, but people who lift you up, people who have only your best interest at heart. One more thing. I love listening to inspiring music or reading an inspiring book or an inspiring scripture. Or sometimes I just take in inspiring quotes and images. So be sure to choose something that inspires you and make it a part of your day. Here are a few words to encourage you as you make a fresh start in your life. This first one is from Plato. Almost 2,500 years ago, Plato says, "The beginning is the most important part of the work." I love that. The beginning is the most important part of the work. Muriel Rukeyser is one of my favorite poets, and she says, "Nourish beginnings. Let us nourish beginnings. Not all things are blessed, but the seeds of all things are blessed. The blessing is in the seed." Here's what Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. says about beginning. He says, "Take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step." Take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. It's been said that change can be scary. But you know what's scarier? Allowing fear to stop you from growing, evolving, and progressing. What's scarier than change is allowing fear to stop you from growing, evolving, and progressing. Now remember the scripture I shared earlier, which says, "There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to uproot. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to tear down and a time to build. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to scatter stones and a time to gather them. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to search and a time to give up. A time to keep and a time to throw away. A time to tear and a time to mend. A time to be silent and a time to speak. A time to love and a time to hate. A time for war and a time for peace. And I want you to know this. No matter what time it is, what season it is, remember these words from writer F. Scott Fitzgerald. He says, it's never too late to become who you want to be. It's never too late to become who you want to be. I hope you live a life that you're proud of. And if you find that you're not, I hope you have the strength to start over. As one of my friends and colleagues says, it's never too late to have a second childhood. Right? Okay. Now, if you missed last week's episode or any part of this one, you can listen on the go at your convenience. You can find me on iTunes, Alexa, SoundCloud, Spreaker.com. You can even listen right here on Talk Network Radio. Check it out at www.talknetworkradio.com/legacyliving.html. Before I close today, I want to thank each of you for tuning in, for allowing me to share a bit about my journey with what legacy living is all about. Not just living and learning, but living and learning and serving so that you make a difference in your own life and in the lives of others. It's about being on purpose every single day, 365, 24/7. Legacy living is a powerful way to make your life count. I'm your host, Dr. Gloria Burgess, and this is Legacy Living, Make Your Life Count. Please join me again next time right here on Talk Network Radio for another episode of Legacy Living, Make Your Life Count. Don't just count the days in your life. Make the days in your life count. That's what legacy living is all about. Have a fantastic day, and remember, make the days in your life count. God bless you. That's our show today. I'm your host, Dr. Gloria Burgess. I hope you'll join me again next time. Until then, don't just count the days in your life. Make the days in your life count. That's what legacy living is all about. Here's to you. Have a fantastic day, and be sure to make it a yes kind of day. Remember to celebrate the music of your life. Make the days in your life count.